But it's not fair for me to beat up on poor old Jimmy Bot. He's only 600 rating. Teddy would be disgusted with me, right? So we're going to go back to bots. We'll go back. And now, always the bots. Talk computers, there they are. And right, we'll look for a stronger bot. There's only one bot I want to beat. I want to beat Hikaru. Here he is. It's Hikaru. He's 2,820. And last time I played the Hikaru bot, I had a draw. Yeah, I've got a draw. So I'm going to try e4 against Hikaru. And Hikaru tells me, he says, I've played from this position before. And it's a book move. So good. So I'll get my knight out. Just attack the pawn. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. Hikaru. This is the Hikaru bot. He's playing queen f6. So how do you refute that? Well, you could play knight to c3 against Hikaru, but he's very sneaky. He'd just play c6 and transpose the position. So the best way to play Hikaru bot is to play the d4. You activate both your bishop lines, right? Okay. And then you simply attack him, right? Now, he's got his queen on f6. Now, in chess, you're not supposed to bring your queen out too early, are you? So what we've got to say to ourselves is, how do we punish Hikaru for bringing his queen out too early? Well, we'll take this pawn off. Okay. Oh, Hikaru's found a saver. He has. Hikaru's found the saving move. He's very fortunate because bishop here would just about... What's he doing? The Hikaru bot's gone mad. Oh, I'm just going to take his queen. He couldn't take because I had a checkmate down the back. He couldn't run away. So I'm going to beat the Hikaru bot. 28-20. I'm playing knight here now to take his pawn with check. Oh, he didn't see it. Am I playing the right Hikaru? He's 28-20, so I could take that rook off. What's he going to do now? I think he's just giving up. This is the first time I've ever beaten Hikaru. It's unbelievable. I'm playing queen here. I'd like to get a check over there. But now, in this position, I can attack the knight that defends the check, right? He's moved over here, so we'll take the knight, and now we've got that check. That's the check we wanted. Now we've got this check. Gee, that's a good check. Checkmate! I checkmated Hikaru! I did. I beat Hikaru in 17 moves. 2,820. Boom, boom. I think there's something wrong with his program. I could not believe it. I don't believe it. Someone's been nice to me at chess.com, I think. I think they'd give me Bertie Beetle or something, right? They got the Bertie Beetle program out and they said, oh, we'll give John Bertie Beetle program and we'll let him just checkmate the Hikaru bot. They've changed the program or something. Someone's playing games with my brain. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. I thought it'd take me like 20 years to beat Hikaru. But now that I've beaten the Hikaru bot, 2,820, in 17 moves, not 20 or 30 moves, but 17 moves. Well, boy, golly gee, aren't you excited? I'm excited. Bring on the real Hikaru. Oh, golly. I'm going to have to save that game. You know, you can save these games. So I'm going to, it says next, it says right at the bottom of Hikaru's picture, it's got share. There's little icons there. There's a share icon, download, settings, add to library. I'm going to add this game to my library and I'm going to create new collection. And Oh, I'm going to call it... Gee whiz, I'm still so excited. Sorry about this. I'm going to put... what am I going to call it in the library? Killed Hikaru in 17 moves? No. No. I'm just going to call it Hulk Smash. Hulk Smash. Hikaru. In 17 moves. I checkmated Hikaru in 17 moves. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I've saved the game. Hulk Smash Hikaru in 17 moves. Wow. Right, there you go. So that's saved now. It's in my library. So that's another thing you can do on chess.com when you become a member. You can go into, if you play a really good game and you're really proud of it and you think, oh, or just even if it's a game that you think you should remember where you lost and you think, I don't want to get trapped like that again, so I'll put it in my library and then I can go back and refer to it, right? And that's very good. So chess.com has got such a wonderful big artificial intelligence system that they can allow you to save all your games, right? You just think of all the data that's in there. It's absolutely unbelievable. The amount of data that's in there. We could actually go into the analysis room and we'll see what Hikaru did wrong, right? Because we know that the real Hikaru would not lose to me in 17 moves. I'll probably beat him in 15 moves. Anyway, but no. Oh, gee, I'm a crazy, am I? Right? Teddy, I beat the Hikaru bot. Yes, Teddy. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake you that much. He says that you're shaking up my porridge. Teddy, I'm sorry. What was that? You just had your porridge. It's a bit late for porridge. 10:39 a.m. here in Sydney. And Teddy reckons he's just had his porridge. I shook him up and he's just had his porridge. You know the story of the three little bears? If you don't know the story of the three little bears, I'm not going to tell you on the Chess Channel. You've got to look it up and you can find out about the story about the three little bears. But basically what happened was, that wasn't three little bears, it was Mama Bear, Papa Bear and Baby Bear and Goldilocks. So the story is Goldilocks and the three bears, right? You're not one of those bears, are you, Teddy? Teddy, are you one of the Goldilocks and the three bears? You're not the baby bear. He can't be, because that's an old story. It's an old fable. It goes back hundreds of years, I think, Goldilocks and the three bears. But basically what happened is Goldilocks went out, or she was lost or something. She goes into a little house. There's three bears, Mama Bear, Papa Bear and Baby Bear. And the porridge is out on the table and the bears are out of the house. And she comes in and Papa Bear's porridge was too hot. And Mama Bear's porridge was too hot. And Baby Bear, which is probably him, Grandmaster Teddy, Baby Bear's porridge was just right. So Goldilocks had Baby Bear's porridge and ate his porridge. Isn't that right? Hey, there we go. So you learn everything on this channel. You even learn about old fairy tales, right? Well, we're looking at this analysis of the Hikaru Bot's game. So E5, we'll do a review. We'll see what the chess.com bot analysis room says about the Hikaru Bot and how well it played. Well, the Hikaru Bot played with 76.2% accuracy. There you go. Isn't that interesting? So he played with 4 best moves, 6 excellent moves, 1 inaccuracy. I bet you that was when he lost his coin, poor old Hikaru. 1 mistake, 1 blunder. It says intense. That was a serious game. Start the review. So we got to this stage. Hold on a minute. Stop right there. Queen to F6 is a book move according to the chess engine. Wow. Now what did we play? We played d4 to try to exploit the queen coming out early and putting pressure straight on the e-pawn. Right? Okay. It says, I am now threatening to win material. That's right. So as I described during the game, we just developed 2 bishops against Hikaru, right? And we're threatening to take his pawn, and our development is far superior. And as early as this position, White's winning, right? So apparently Queen at f6 is a book move, but it's a terrible book move. I don't know who wrote the book. It must have been Magnus. I reckon Magnus wrote the book for Hikaru. Hikaru's read this chess book and thought, well, hold on a minute. I'm playing Queen at f6 because it says so in Magnus's chess book. Anyway, have a look at this. He played pawn there. Now, I took the pawn off, right? And it's probably not the best move. It's an inaccuracy. The best move is bishop here, right? Now, why is bishop there the best move? Okay. Well, it's because the queen really has to go maybe here. We're looking at the analysis, right? See what the engine thinks about this as being the best move. It's thinking a long time. It's quite complicated, but the way I see it is pawn takes pawn. Now you can't take this pawn because of checkmate. See the checkmate? All right. So queen could capture this pawn with check. Okay. The bishop can come in. And now I suppose you still can't take this pawn. White just wants to play knight here. I suppose you could just try to cause trouble with not check here. Because there's no checkmates on black. I could play knight here. You could take a pawn. Hikaru would probably think he could get away with it. But then I could play knight here. Threatening a check here, right? Oh, poor old Hikaru. You'd have to play knight here, right? You can't check. Oh, you can check here. You can check there. You can just get away with it. Oh, it's complicated, isn't it? If you check there, pawn here, queen here, bishop here, he's got to go queen here to stop this check, right? Now the knight can come in. Oh, my God. And now he can still go here, but the discover is too strong. So, and he could take the pawn, but I'd attack his queen, and then he'd have to go all the way back there, and then he'd lose to that check. I'll tell you what. That's interesting, isn't it? So Queen f6, don't play it. Remember that basic chess rule that your mum or dad might have taught you or your best friend taught you in chess. And yeah, just remember, don't bring out your queen too early, okay? Now the engine says he should take the pawn, right? The correct move, he's played d6, but he should take the d pawn. And I was happy with that. That's what I expected. I expected pawn takes pawn and queen takes pawn, and I've just got a better game, right? Well, not really got a better game, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. So that's what I expected. because I thought I'd just have a really, because when I got the draw against Hikaru, it was a really tough game. I had to grind and grind and grind. It was about 90 moves because he's 28-20. It wasn't easy. So I took the pawn. That's not right. And then I played bishop there. Well, the whole idea is there's a checkmate there, right? So he has to go here. That's the only move. And then he tries to trick me. Well, I don't know what he's doing with this move. That's why I decided, oh, you know what? I don't even have to take the queen. Oh, but I could play knight takes bishop wins too. But bishop takes queen threatens checkmate. Right? Threatens checkmate. So he can't do the counter attack. Right? And so now knight takes best move and knight takes best move. Knight there. Apparently wasn't the best, but did threaten to check. Oh, he's packing it now. That's it. That's it. It's just all over. Anyway, but that was a fun game. But we played at 95% accuracy, which is good. I'm going to have to do a video on how I beat the Hikaru Bot. Oh boy, I'm so happy about that. Oh, you know what? Probably the instructive part of the game was here, right? Yeah. So it says play queen to d5, right? Right. So first things first, I extricated my knight, got it out of the little trap down there. And then he played knight back. So when he did that, I could see that those black squares, a check on those black squares might come in very nice. Thank you very much. So I thought queen here also threatens rook here, right? Or castles. So I played there with the idea of this check. I thought that could be really dangerous. And that's when he went there. So my plan then was I have to remove that knight. So I played the bishop there with the intense purpose of removing that knight. Okay. Now he can't swap pieces off because he hasn't got enough. So I took that off, and now he played rook to f8. Well, he should challenge my queen. So I gave him a check. Well, he should actually come back here. That's the best move, but it's still checkmate, right? If he goes here, we've got check here, and then he can put the bishop in. That's the only move, and that's still checkmate, okay? And that's still checkmate in 17 moves. So it didn't matter which way he went. He decided to go here, and he got checkmated this way. And that was 17 moves as well. So there you go. So either way, I had a forced checkmate in 17 moves. Yeah, so there we go. Oh boy, I'm thrilled. That's made my day. I'm such a happy Vegemite. I am. What's a happy Vegemite? Vegemite's this black, gooey stuff that Australians put on their sandwiches, right? I can show you. Do you want to see the Vegemite? Hold on a minute. We'll get you the Vegemite. I'll show you. I'll tell you what. This is Vegemite, right? This is a squeezy Vegemite. I'll just make sure you can see it. Yeah, that's what Australians eat. They eat this real gooey stuff. I'll show you, look. Isn't that awful? Look at that. Isn't that ugly? It's terrible black goo. It looks like road tar or bitumen or something, right? But apparently it's full of vitamin B, I think, or vitamin something. And the kiddies here, all the little kiddies, they put the Vegemite on their sandwiches and off they go to school. And when I was a little boy, I had I would put Vegemite. I'd have Vegemite sandwiches, and but once for a period there when I was going to school, I had baked bean sandwiches every day for lunch for 2 years. Baked bean sandwiches, Heinz baked beans. Yep, all the way from America. Baked bean sandwiches. Oh, every day for 2 years. I love baked beans. Probably kids at school probably thought, oh, Curtis is farting again in the classroom. Terrible stuff. Anyway, that's another thing. I got so excited when I beat Hikaru, I shook up the board and I disturbed the photo that you had. So I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to get out of the chess.com analysis room. I'm going to go back into live chess. Now, does anyone like to play a game? Please challenge me.